Are you tired of spending a buttload of money on film scans that you're just going to upload to Instagram anyway? I have the solution for you. Introducing the Kodak Slide and Scan Digital Film Scanner. Let's check it out. So this is what comes in the box. It actually also comes with an HDMI and a USB cable, but I lost those and we have a lot of those anyway, so we're just going to use some random cables. Comes with the scanner itself. It comes with some 110, 125, 135 sliders and the main slider that you put those into. This is just a little cleaning wand for the inner screen and your manual. Everybody's gonna be so mad about how I'm handling this film right now, but this has been scanned by a lab. I already have these photos. I'm not too concerned. I mean, they're kind of old. So I have some 35 here color that we're gonna test. I have some 35 black and white film that we're gonna test. And then I thought, don't try this at home because this is not what this is made for, but why not try to squeeze in some 120. I know I don't have a slide for it, and I know I could potentially mess up the little screen inside, so I wouldn't recommend doing it, but I thought we should just test it out, see if it works. And it's so bent. I mean, this is just atrocious. Like, quickly forgot to mention, since these have already been scanned by a lab, I'm going to do the side-by-side comparisons of the Kodak slide and scan, slip and slide, the Kodak slide and scan with the lab scanned photos so that you can see the difference. First things first, this device has these slots on the back. So you have an HDMI input that is for, they have like a slideshow mode and you can hook it up to your TV. You could just get a digital photo frame. So I don't know why you would ever use that, but I mean, I guess you could. I've never used it before. And then the USB-C is where you plug it in, because unfortunately this thing is not battery powered or chargeable, so it needs to be plugged into the wall. And then I just stick an SD card in there, I scan it directly to the SD card, and then I can just plug it into my computer and drop it in a folder. You can only use a maximum of a 32 gigabyte SD card, so keep that in mind when you are planning to use this. Let's plug her in and take her for a test drive. Our 32 gigabyte SD card broke, so I have this little 16 gigabyte that came in a old camcorder that my parents bought me when I was in school. So I was like filming videos and stuff back then even. So I'm gonna stick this in the back, put it right into the SD card slot there, turn it on. On the front screen here, I'll turn it a little, you can see film type, USB upload, gallery, or set date and time. Everything that's on the SD card, I can actually use this as a digital picture frame with all the images that are on this SD card. So if I go to gallery here and say okay, there's all the pictures that are on this SD card. Click okay, and then you press the little YouTube play looking button at the top there, and then it just starts your little slideshow, just scrolling through all of the photos that are already on this SD card. They're just playing through those photos. So you could, if you wanted to, use this as a digital picture frame, but it has to be plugged in. So let's go back to the home screen. And since we are scanning, we have to go to film type, and then you can choose between color negative, black and white negative, or 50 millimeter slide. So we're gonna do our color negative first. So I'm gonna say okay. And then we have 35, we don't have 110 or 26, so we're gonna click on 35. And this is your brightness. It shows that there's an SD card in there. It shows that you're doing 35 and there's a little film skinny thing. So this, you can change between the quality. So you can go between 22, and then if I press the little R up here, you can change it to 14. So I don't know if you saw that, but it switched from 14 to 22. So for this case, since we're going up against some lab scans, I'm gonna keep it on 22 and we're gonna continue with our scanning. This is future Bailey editing this video after I found out that the difference between the 14 and the 22, the actual capability of the sensor is 14, so the output is 14 megapixels originally, and then the 22 is actually a digitally enhanced version of the photo. Saw some people's reviews and they were saying that the output of the 22 megapixels is actually not a better quality. It doesn't give you more sharpness or anything. So honestly, it might be better to just scan at 14 since that's the original output and it's not stretching the image. Angle it so you can sort of see the screen. So now I am going to take my main slider, and you see there's an arrow there, that is for a purpose. You're going to open it up here, and then you can stick the correct slider in. I know it's the correct one because it says 135 film up here. I don't know if it's focused, but 135 film right there. And then you just line it up to meet there. Take your film, then I close it. That's the part that goes in first, and you'll see like a little arrow on this side here. So you meet the arrows and you can slide your film through, and as you slide it through, you'll see it start coming onto the screen. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck. Okay, got it. You'll see it start coming onto the screen here. Oh, there we go. And then while it's in there, if you're seeing anything like color, so like color-wise, this looks very blue to me. So what I can actually do is change the color while it's in here. So you'll see up here, there's the back and forth arrow, but this is also brightness and RGB. So I'm gonna go to brightness, and you can change your brightness up or down if you want. And then I'm gonna go to RGB. And then to switch between the R, the G, and the B, you press the play button, the little one that looks like a YouTube playhead. So you press that playhead button and it changed from red to green. So then if we want, we can change the green tones. I think the green is fine where it is. I press it again, that blue, I said it's a little too blue. See, I could go bluer, or I could take a little bit of the blue out. I'm gonna go out of this, okay, return, and all I have to do to scan it to the SD is just press OK. So now that I think it looks good, I say OK, and it's gonna start scanning, and it only takes a few seconds. I'm sure this is not the way you're supposed to do it, but it works. So I'm gonna scan this one as well because this was a photo that we had taken on our Leica. I think the colors look good, so I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna go ahead and press OK. It scans, and then it comes back. See how easy that is? Now let's switch to black and white. So I'm gonna press the little home button up at the top. So I got go home. And then I'm gonna go to film type, and I'm gonna select black and white now. 35. Okay, now it's black and white. I think the image looks good. It looks pretty blue on the camera, but again, I can do the whole, if it looks too blue, I can go here and I can change these if I really wanted to. But I think that one looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just scan that one. And then why don't we just do another one? Got a bunch of good film that day. Wanna do, yeah, something like that. That one. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and scan that one through. And why don't we go ahead and do this same image. Let's do the lower quality to see what it looks like. So same image, it changed from 22 to 14. So I'm gonna go ahead and scan that. I'm gonna be a menace and I'm gonna take this 120 and put it through there, even though there's not a 120 or even a slider for that. I do not recommend you doing this. I'm doing this for fun and this is my stuff and I can do what I want. So I'm just gonna select 35 color. Look at those fingerprints. This is disgusting. Everybody's vomiting right now. Let me just put it in there, hold on. I need both my hands for this because it's so, like, my film is so bent right now. Go, okay. Well, we'll see how that turns out. Now I'm just gonna turn it off and get my SD card. Let's go plug that bad boy in. Take a look and see what we got. So I've plugged my SD in my computer. This one was set up for an audio that we had, so I had to go in and find the files here. I just dragged them onto the computer. I already found the lab scanned files on my computer, so I put all of the new scans right next to those so we can compare. We have 3 of these because we did one low and one higher resolution. So let's see the difference. Just open both of them here. Okay, now obviously the color is way different. I knew the color looked super blue on this. So you can tell that the lab photo looked a little better than the, not even a little, a lot better than difference to this. I mean, you could take this in and edit the color if you wanted to in a different platform to maybe get something similar. The quality is honestly not bad in comparison. I mean, you can tell that it's fuzzier, but it's really not bad. I mean, if you're just gonna post this to Instagram, honestly, it's really not that bad. I'm gonna try color it and see if we can get it color close to that. Let's go ahead and open up these. Yeah, the color is the thing that's making the difference here, I think. Because quality-wise, it almost, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the same because it's definitely not, but it doesn't look bad. I mean, you can see a little, it looks a little more digital here. It looks a little more pixelated, but again, if you're just using this for Instagram and it's not like a big deal. There's Dylan in his favorite spot, the pasta aisle. He's currently making pasta. Let's do the black and white. Oh wow, the color looks so different. Obviously the lab scan is a lot brighter in the black and white. Like you can definitely see like this looks super dark in comparison. I mean, I guess I could have turned up the brightness a little bit. I wonder if it really just is a color thing. Okay, we're gonna do the high resolution, higher resolution, high. Okay, that looks fine. Again, you can sort of see it's a little more flat, a little less dimension. Let's do all 3 of them. Okay, I mean, I don't really see a big difference between these two. The 2 qualities of scans from the scanner. I don't know that I see a big difference of quality between the 2. I mean, you can let me know if you're seeing something, but to me, the difference in quality from the scanner, I mean, it's not that different between the 22 and the 14. I'm really trying to find it here, but I mean, I will say the 14 does look a little darker than the 22, but all in all, I mean, it's not that big of a difference there. Whereas between the 22 and the lab scan, I mean, there's a whole heck of a difference there. And it also could be because this film is kind of old. I mean, I'm not really sure why it would. I mean, you can see the detail even in the cow on the side there. I think it's a cow, whatever animal that is. On the side there, like you can really see it in the lab scan versus the Kodak film scanner. Okay, now we're gonna do the 120. Okay, so this is a lab scan I have of a picture near there. I can't find these exact scans, but this is of the same sort of thing over there. Lab scan that I have. Let's check it. Oh, it's terrible. It's so bad. I don't know if it's just because I'm not in focus or whatever. I mean, obviously 120 looks insane. Like the scans of the 120 just incredible in comparison to the Kodak. I mean, I can't even tell if the picture on the right is out of focus or the scan was just bad. Like, I honestly can't tell. I mean, you can definitely tell how good the quality is of the lab scan. And again, that color, it's so blue. Let me just pull the ride photo into Lightroom and see if we can kind of make it look a little similar. First of all, this is driving me crazy. I need to crop this. Okay. I'm also not the best at editing, so let me see if Dylan can do it. I know Dylan can do it. Hold on. Can you see if you are up for the challenge to try to edit this photo to see if you can try to get the colors to match? You see the difference, like the colors?
That's probably
the closest
you'll get to it, because it's just like the photo's just breaking down essentially.
Yeah.
The more you go,
I had to call in the master.
I mean, just the detail, like, because you can see here in his jacket it breaks away,
yeah,
compared to like here,
yeah,
and then under her arm,
yeah,
there's more of like a shadow here. But it's, yeah, I mean, if you're just like posting these for fun, I think they're perfect. Like,
easy peasy. And you save money.
Also, if I had like maybe 6 hours, I'd probably get closer. So 5 minutes.
It's Editor Bailey again. I just wanted to give a few little more small thoughts I had. The 22 megapixels, now I know, is like a digital version of the actual image. So we maybe could have stretched a little further in editing. It had I scanned the 14 megapixels. Don't take my word for that because I haven't tested it yet, but I just was thinking about that now. When Dylan and I sat and watched my video back, all of the images were way darker. He wishes that I had scanned the images from the scanner brighter. So if I had just brightened it up in the scanner, maybe that would have been a little better. I wanted to mention another thing that this scanner is actually very, very great for, that we even utilized ourselves, and I didn't even think about adding this in the video, but if your family has some old film strips or old disposable cameras laying around, stuff like that, this is a great device to use where you won't have to like go and pay a company a bunch of money to like get scans done for all of this old film. Dylan's aunt actually ended up giving us a little strip of film that had a picture of Dylan's dad as a child on it, and they had never got it scanned. So when I got the scanner for Christmas, we had just got the little film strip, and that was like the perfect thing. We ended up actually scanning that image, and now Dylan and his family get to enjoy this picture of his dad as a child that nobody had got scanned otherwise. So, and like even my mom, she has like a ton of film at home that like never got scanned or developed. So you know, I think that's another really great way to utilize it. So yeah. So all in all, the Kodak Slide and Scan, it's not gonna be your highest quality film scans ever, but will it work for Instagram? Yeah, I mean it will. And if you don't wanna spend a whole lot of money on the lab scans, this could work pretty great. Is it an essential? No. Does it get the job done? A little bit. Is it cute and fun? Yeah. And I do have a link down below if you want to check it out. I mean, it's really not that expensive. It's a cool little tool to have around, and it's seconds as a digital photo frame.